Welcome back to Who That 242. I'm your host, TIMMAY here on the Solid Podcast Network. Shout out to my sponsor, Alive, the bigger, better network. We are alive. And today, I was scrolling on Instagram the last 2 days. I like to follow certain things. I always aware of what's happening, even if I disconnected. So I saw on Eyewitness this young man being interviewed, and I saw I have like four keywords: basketball, music, film, and art. And I saw the film words. So I was like, okay, I gotta connect with. So Reggie, how you doing, man?
Hey, good man. Happy to be here. Thanks for hitting me up.
So you been to one of the there are only about maybe a handful of payments who went to full sale and finished full sale, and you now put your name to that illustrious ring. So talk to me about that, man. Talk to me about the full sale experience. Just talk to me about that.
Full Sail was an amazing experience. I took the MFA, and so it's an accelerated program. It's really unlike other universities. So we have one class each month for
Oh,
12 months.
you just run through
Yeah,
that.
it's like, it feels like a semester load of work into 1 month. And so you do that for 12 months. And it's really hard at first, but once you really focus and you get the hang of it, it could really be easy. But
So it was no breaks, like no summer break, no spring break.
listen to me, bro. Summer break was 1 week. 1 week.
Did you come home or did you just stay over there and say,
No, I did not. I did not leave for no breaks.
yeah,
Easter break was like 3 days. Spring break
what?
was like 3 days.
Oh
That's how
man.
that's how accelerated it is.
So take me back. What made you decide to, I really want to do this thing? What were you doing before? Like, did you already went to school for something else and decide that you want to do it? Talk to me about that process of getting and making the decision because, yeah, you want to do this film thing, but at the end of the decision, you know what? These next 12 months, I'm about to lock in and beat up my
Uh,
brain for this degree.
so I was actually doing my undergrad at Central State University in Wilberforce, Ohio. I was taking up broadcast media, and so I was into journalism and communications, but I wanted to take it the sports route, so like a sports analyst or something. But although I was like the top of the class in that aspect as well, I still knew it was something more that I was missing, and so um, I don't know if anybody knows about Robert Greene's mastery book, but he talks about returning to your origins, and that's like what you were doing like as a child, what you gravitated towards. And ever since a kid, I was always writing, and just creating was my thing. And so I didn't want to like go down the false path. And he also talks about that in his book, Avoiding the False Path. And so um, I just knew that was the jump I had to make if I wanted to get into that industry.
Mm. And was it the first decision? 'Cause I know first thing a pretty penny, so was it a difficult decision? I know some people who went there who I know both sides. People who had who had the money to be able to do it, and some people who really like struggled, but it ended up being worth it.
It was not easy at all because I did not want to go at first. I was gonna come back home to the Bahamas and like try to figure it out. But that's the wrongest thing you want to do because
No, get too
a lot
comfortable.
of times you get stuck. And a lot of people say I'm gonna just work for a few months and figure it out. But when that money start coming in and you start partying and getting like lost in the sauce, then before you know it, you like 30, and you don't really have that opportunity no more. You have like other priorities. And so one of my boys, he was like, bro, just make the jump. And my parents had already put me through a whole 4 years of undergrad. Although I was on a full scholarship, you still got to
Still
pay for
other
food
fees
stuff.
and other things. Yeah, yeah.
And then my younger sister was also at Oklahoma at Oral Roberts. And so that was a lot on them. But my dad actually ended up selling a house like right
Wow.
before it was time to go.
Wow.
And so shout out to him, Stephen Reggie Gibson. He definitely was a big part of that because I did not know where that money was coming from. Although I got like 3 scholarships at full sale, it still wasn't enough to cover 36,000. And then my mom as well, Yvette Gibson, they really superheroes for real. So Shout out to them.
Shout out to Lorenz. Shout out because like I said, I know if I don't fall in, it worth it. But boy, that's I know little minimum wage money. You know,
Yeah, that ain't easy.
you can't work part time and pay for that. You need your brain focus.
Yep.
But otherwise, I've always heard about the experience. Like they give you a MacBook. They have these big like studio sets, these IMAX type of cameras. So talking about that experience, just being there and being around all this technology, and maybe any special guests that came through. Because I'm always seeing how like former graduates or like directors or actors come on set just to like touch base. So any of that was able to experience?
Uh so as far as like the equipment and stuff, it was like wow because first of all, I never saw a school like this. My undergrad college wasn't like that at all. And so once I took the tour, I got like a taste of it, but once I really started classes around month 4 or so, and we really got into the sound stage where all the gears kept, that's like I want to say millions of dollars worth of gear, like the
Facts,
huge
facts.
RE cameras, the big expensive glass lenses, like, and they just teach us like so much in so little time that if you're not paying attention, you're gonna just
Pass you
miss out.
by.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that happened to a few of my colleagues, but and then as far as like
Survival of the fittest, you know.
yeah, oh, we started with like 20 students, and I think only 7 graduated. That's it.
Jeez.
So
Wow.
dropping like flies. But as far as like people in the industry coming through, it was like a lot of people. First, they really tapped in with the film industry. We had people from Netflix coming in. We
Dope.
had people from Walt Disney. Uh, a lot of other smaller companies, and then people who just worked on a lot of big Marvel movies and stuff like that. And you say
Mhm.
you like Marvel, so you would have loved to meet one or two of them who was
Yeah,
coming
that
through, just
I
sharing their knowledge.
yeah. So before we talk about your next step, I want to shout out to our live our sponsor, BYOD. Bring your own devices. Like me, you know, as I like to buy my phone in the states, or if you're with them other people, you could come over to the live, and you either earn up to 450 and bill credits if you're postpaid, or if you're prepaid, you know, you can earn $50 cash back in rewards in your wallet. So switch to live today. Bring your own device and never stop believing. So back to Reggie.
Shout
So
out
you
to Alive. Shout out Alive.
yeah, man. So September 12th, City Island Productions. Talk to me about this, man, because this ain't no little small thing. Talk to me about that. What they do, how you reach out to them, all that type of stuff.
So City Island Productions is actually run by one of my friends, Thomas Kamono. He's the CEO, and he still goes to Full Sail. He's doing his bachelor's in film, but he shoots predominantly music videos, primarily music videos. And he's tapped in with a lot of the big artists like Polo G and Lil Livy and just so much other like Lil Durk, all of them like. And so I got a chance to meet some of those people as well, like when I shoot music videos with them. But now I wanted to just make it official, and so I actually pitched to him. Although he's my friend, and I know like he would have given me the job, I still wanted to come professional with a pitch and
Right,
show
right,
him like
right.
how I could help the company. And so I'll be joining them on September 12th when my OPT starts as the film director. But we
So
also shoot commercials, ads, stuff like that.
nice, nice. So talk to me about any. We been talking about movies. And I know you said you did your first degree and you took it at sports. What is your ultimate goal with just this new path?
My ultimate goal is to just, well, I'm in that position now where I could do it. So my ultimate goal is really to just create the movies that I want to make and the movies that people want to see while staying like just true to myself because I've been writing for a long time, but it just really hasn't been noticed. And now it's becoming to be noticed. So I just want to take advantage of the opportunity because not many Bahamians could really say that they doing something like this. So
So you'll have your day job, be getting paid to create, but maybe you have the time now to put your own resources and money into your own, short movie, TV series,
hmm
something like that.
yeah, I got some big things planned, and even apart from that, I also want to come back and just try and build a film industry in the Bahamas and show them the proper way of filmmaking, because I see like a lot of amateur stuff, and that's okay because you're gonna learn by trying anyway. But
Hmm.
if you have someone who actually know what they're doing, who, who
And
actually know what
show
they're
you the
doing.
proper tools and the right way to do things.
Yeah, so before I leave the Bahamas at the end of the month, I'm actually trying to do like a little small, quick boot camp where I just show aspiring actors, filmmakers, how you can make a movie from the ground up on a
Hmm.
low budget. And so, besides that, I have real big plans for the Bahamas. I have some patents pending for an invention, some copyrights and stuff pending, businesses coming. So I'm just excited.
I hope you're able to like come back because we haven't had any of our film festivals due to COVID. So I think fifth may be back in December at Bahamas International Film Festival. And January is usually the Island House Film Festival. So it'd be dope if you could come back, show what you've been
Oh,
working
that'd be
on,
nice.
talk to them. So
That'd be nice.
yeah. And who
Wow.
knows? Maybe you start your one. I know there's a guy in Florida, Gerard. He has a film festival. He's a Bahamian.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be good to see. And we have Conboy, Lovato up in Canada. So it'd be good to see if we start getting these payments popping up all over the world, and you guys could like form like culture and really like create a film industry. Yeah,
And try to take over. That's what it's about.
yeah, man. So before you get there, let people know how they can reach out to you, find you, see what you're working on.
You could easily reach out to me on any social media. So my Instagram and Twitter is king__Reggie with two eyes, and then my Facebook is Reginald A Gibson. My website is actually under maintenance right now. I'm getting it professionally done. So for right now, I'll just be posting on my IG and keeping y'all in touch with that.
All right, and thank you so much. This has been episode 45 of Who That Two for Two on the Southern Podcast Network. We get the newest Bahamian film director here, so I can't wait to see what you create in the next couple of years and
Yes, sir.
see you guys next